this has been part of us, part of KPD for such a long time.
This right here was the training room.
A lot of memories. I can walk around through this building and I can just remember a lot of different places and who were in those places at that time.
I remember significant places: school, church, here, and home.
I grew up here. I met a lot of people here, made friends.
I kind of grew up with this building.
This is where a lot of us really grew up.
I slept here 3 or 4 o'clock in the mornings, solving cases, and working cases and working. You can't replace that time, those memories.
Mom has worked here for 26 years and I'm 27. So I basically grew up here.
The people that you get to know, and you're spending all that time with them here in this building. So it's kind of like your home and your family.
There's so much history here. Seen a lot of things in and around this building that people just wouldn't believe.
I know where every skeleton in this building is.
There's been a lot of things to go in this building, and if these walls could talk.
It was a second home, there's no question about that, because you spent more time here with compadres and fellow officers and civilian staff than you did most of the time at home.
People watch us grow up. I mean, we would still run into people. Oh my gosh, is that your middle one? Is that your little one? So, I mean, this building is a lot.
There's no way that I could put into, it would take days. I mean, this place is so special.
It was the office. It was the place where I worked. Proud to be a part of it.
There's a lot of history made in this building. It's like home to me.
This has been my second home.
This is second home.
It was almost like a second home.
It was like a safe place.
I knew every nook and cranny that was in this building. It was just home.
This is where I met my husband, and he asked me out on our first date in the deli. And so we've been married for 40 years now.
From 10 years old on through my entire career and upbringing, I had some connection to this building through my father, through my career.
This thing's been a part of our lives since we were children. When they opened the building, I guess I was 4 years old. Since that time, this place has been a part of my life.
This is our family. This is kind of our family home.
Even though I may have had technically nearly 34 years, I probably got more like 40 years in this place. Spent a lot of days and nights here.
It was a place where you felt comfortable. You felt comfortable with everyone that was here.
It was a big part of my life for those 31 years.
I could come in the back door and trigger being a kid in here. I remember, dressing up as a police officer. I had all my own, as a kid we had our own police stuff, and Dad and Mike Wagner were in there, and those are where the early memories were.
There's always a pride of fathers whenever their sons follow in their footsteps. I'm very proud of them, and the connection that we all have in this building is significant.
That nostalgia and that just kind of air of the history and the number of people who serve this city, some giving it all, that walk through these same doors, these same halls, these same rooms.
You take for granted how much of life this has been for people. Blood, sweat, tears that have occurred inside these walls.
When you come in the morning, you see the sun coming up in the same place every day for, almost 50 years.
All the times I've come through that back door. If you make it to the back door, it's like you've made it home from your shift. And it's just always a feeling of comfort, like open arms.
You thank God and treasure the moments that you had with a lot of friends. I think about the people, all these great names that I work with.
I've met a lot of people. I've worked with a lot of people, good people.
There's so much history from so many different people that are tied up to this building.
If you think of the thousands of men and women who have been through here, it's just meant so much to our lives.
You always knew when you came in here that this is where you were supposed to be.
The people that were in this building were absolutely incredible. We've had some heroes here. I'm telling you, these folks are something else.
You did your job. You had a lot of honesty, integrity. People really thought that you was something special. You felt special. And this building was special because you knew you were going to go serve the community.
You were truly like a family, and you depended on each other.
I think what sticks with me most is the number of just incredibly dedicated men and women that come through this building that serve this community.
Well, it's kind of like you're leaving a good friend. So I feel very blessed that I've got to see it not only from the beginning, but the end.
This is where our headquarters, this is our hideout, this is our safe place. This is the place we laughed and cried together.
Where you've been and where you're going are hand in hand.
The time that we all spend here together. It's just a combination of the building and the people. It's been a good place to grow up, good place to grow old.
This building housed what we were about, the professionalism, the dedication to officers, and everything that I come here to be.